Hello everyone, my name is Gig and today we're going to take a look at the newly released Starcraft 2 beta. As this is a beta, pretty much everything is subject to change and I can't promise that the videos I make will be completely accurate when the game is released to everyone. In fact, I think I can promise that more than a few of my videos will be rendered obsolete as time passes. That said, I'll be releasing a series of videos for the fans that have played the first Starcraft, so the first video will be going through some of the changes to BattleNet and the game interface. I'll be following this up with videos that go through all of the new units and abilities for each of the races, and then we'll take a look at the various winning strategies and tips for noobs, and even some that might benefit more skilled players. Unfortunately, since the beta is new, pretty much everyone playing now is a complete noob. We'll have to wait to see what the Koreans do when they get their hands on this to really understand how much the rest of us suck. That said, if you're watching this and you're part of the beta, feel free to send me your replay videos. I'm looking for anything that's interesting. If you've won a game using a cool strat, or even if you lost it, send it to me. Okay, so this is what you see when you first log into BattleNet. This is the home screen. Up here in the top left corner is the navigation area. Single player isn't available for the beta. This multiplayer button is how you start playing multiplayer games. This is the replay button. One cool feature is that your replays are auto-saved after every match, and then you can organize them and rename them from this pane. The ladders button opens up the ladder interface where you can see where you sit in the various ladders. An interesting departure here is that there are actually many tiers of ladders. When you first start playing, the game will take your performance from your first 10 matches to decide which of the tiers you belong in. That way you'll always be matched with your peers, and at the same time you won't be completely demoralized when you realize you have a rank of 1.7 million. Each ladder is small and personal. There are 5 tiers and they range from copper to platinum. The current state of the beta is not very easy to see where specific players are ranked unless you add them as friends, but it's very easy to see where you or your friends rank. Over here on the top right is the party pane. Right now you can see that I'm all alone in my party, but if I invite friends to my party, you'll see their portraits join me up here. If you've played Xbox, you'll feel right at home, as the whole concept of inviting a friend to a party behaves very similarly, and that includes the ability to natively voice chat with everyone in your party. Once they're in your party, the party leader can start games, and everyone in the party is automatically invited to the match. The final button in the navigation pane is the profile button. You can access your profile by either clicking on this button or by clicking on your profile picture in the party pane. From here you'll see all of the information about you. Right now achievements are disabled, and yes, if you've played Xbox you know exactly what achievements are, although you can probably look at the way they're implemented in WoW to guess as how they'll work in Starcraft. So my question is, will we be able to unlock vanity pets? Maybe we'll get to choose what kind of random animals roam around our base or something. My guess is that there will be all sorts of cosmetic awards in the form of profile pictures and titles, or maybe color schemes for units, perhaps even new models for some units and structures. Regardless, it's disabled for the beta. If you continue to look at the options available here, you'll see that there is a replays button here as well. Again, this is just speculation, but since it's on the profile page, I can only assume that we'll be able to feature our own replays in this area for others to see. Here is the portraits button, where you select your profile picture. There's several to choose from. You select it. Oh, and the benefit of sharing replays means that the noobs can learn from the pros. Down here at the bottom, we have the menu screen. And this bar along the bottom, that's essentially the Windows taskbar for chat windows. If you have multiple chats with different people open, they will appear along the bottom here. This little button shows how many friends are online, and if I click it, this is how I manage my friends. And finally, the mic button enables the mic. But perhaps one of the more impressive features is the way maps are handled. The map editing community is going to go gangbusters over this. The way maps were handled in Starcraft and Warcraft 3 was pretty crappy. This time there's a kind of map repository where all maps go. You can browse this repository and at your leisure download maps. This is specifically a major leap forward for people who make Dota style maps. Every time a new version of Dota came out in Warcraft 3, the map had to be seeded into the community and it took time for it to spread, and the only way you could get the latest version would be to find the game that was running it and join it. Of course, this often got you booted from the game because people were annoyed that they had to wait for the people that didn't have the map downloaded. But now map makers can take ownership of the maps and release a new version to the repository so that people can download at their leisure. This, I believe, represents a pretty major leap forward in map methodology, and I'm thinking this could be really taken to the next level if Blizzard turned it into a map store, not unlike the Android Marketplace or iPhone App Store. But I'm speculating on the latter part. And even if it never turns into a store, what we're seeing here is going to give Starcraft multiplayer legs unlike any RTS we've seen before. That about wraps up the BNet component of the beta. Again, please send in your replays, particularly if you think the replays features something cool. Write comments about what you want to see in future videos. The next few will be race overviews. Late YouTubers.